Senator Gerba, welcome to the Senate, Minister. Honourable Minister Duclos. Many studies show that Black entrepreneurs must overcome a great number of obstacles and face systemic discrimination when they develop their entrepreneurial projects. One of the major obstacles they encounter is access to public contracts, federal public contracts. Over the last two decades of my business activity, I realized how important it is to have access to public markets, to public contracts. We know that makes the difference between a business that's going to remain very small and another that's going to become a multinational. Minister, your department set up initiatives in order to diversify those suppliers. Can you tell us what was done specifically to ensure access to public contracts for Black-owned companies? Minister, thank you, Senator Gerba. This allows me to indirectly complete what the previous senator's question. To respond quickly, from what I can see, you're familiar with the plan to increase the diversity of supply chains in Canada. This is a plan that was launched about 2 years ago, of which a component has to do with support for businesses that are owned by Black entrepreneurs in the country. This plan also includes a pilot project through which about a dozen supply projects have already been put out there, not only to help Black entrepreneurs fully contribute to the economy, but also to help them be more dynamic and prepare themselves for future growth. But it also injects more competition in the process. And the more competition there is, the more diverse suppliers we have, and the better quality of services and offered to Canadians increases. Senator Gerba. Thank you, Minister. The government set a mandatory target, a minimum target of 5% Indigenous-owned businesses that must be dealt with. Are you planning to do something similar for Black-owned companies? Minister, excellent question. You're correct in referring to this 5% of the public contracts granted that must be and should be offered to companies that are owned or managed by Indigenous people. We know that the Indigenous population in Canada is often underemployed, especially in areas that we need to invest in a great deal to improve the quality of life for Canadians and Indigenous people living here. And these are targets that we're slowly getting closer to. By 2024, at the end of 2024, we'll be able to announce report on how we did, and we do hope to continue to offer more and more contracts to groups that were traditionally underrepresented and excluded.